Chapter 1. The Arrival. Lieutenant Evan Rourke had seen his fair share of strange things during his deployment aboard the diplomatic vessel Ulysses, but nothing could have prepared him for Princess Zareen of the Oplari Dominion. She arrived with a retinue of 10, all cloaked in iridescent fabrics that shimmered like heat waves. The princess, however, stood apart, taller than most humans, with pale violet skin that sparkled faintly in artificial light and hair that floated gently around her shoulders as if underwater. Her voice was melodic, her tone always poised, but her eyes, they were always watching, wide and wondrous, like she was constantly uncovering the universe for the first time. The Oplari had finally agreed to a cultural exchange after years of negotiation. Zareen was the first of her kind to leave her home planet for Earth's orbit. And Rourke, by a stroke of bad luck or divine punishment, had been assigned as her personal liaison for the duration of her stay. "You're to make her comfortable," Commander Hale had said. "And under no circumstance should you offend her cultural practices. That includes their rituals." Rituals? Rourke had frowned. Hale had only sighed. "You'll see." Chapter 2. The ritual begins. It began on the first morning after her arrival. Rourke knocked on the guest quarters, adjusted his uniform and waited. No answer. He knocked again. "Princess Zareen," he called. Still no reply. Security protocols dictated he make a visual check. With a tap on his wristband, the door hissed open, revealing a dimly lit room scented with exotic flowers. The princess's bed was untouched. That's when he heard it, the gentle sound of running water. Confused, he followed the noise to the ensuite bathing chamber. The door was ajar. Steam curled around his boots as he stepped closer. There she stood, in the middle of the sonic shower, fully dressed in ceremonial Oplari silks, her hands raised in silent reverence as the water cascaded over her. "Oh, princess." Rourke turned quickly, flustered. "I apologize. I didn't know you were in. I mean, why are you still dressed? Are you okay?" Her voice drifted from behind the steam. "The water here, it speaks." Rourke blinked. "It speaks." Zareen emerged, soaked and glowing, her expression utterly serene. "On Oplari, our showers are sacred. We commune with the spirits of cleansing. This station's water has voices I've never heard. I must honor them." She had been in the shower for over 2 hours. Chapter 3. The Problem. By the third day, it had become a diplomatic crisis. "She won't leave the shower," Rourke reported, weary and slightly damp. "Every morning she goes in and doesn't come out until late afternoon. It's causing delays in our schedule. She's missed 3 intercultural briefings, 2 press recordings, and a state dinner. The water system is strained." "You have to get her out of there," Commander Hale snapped. Respectfully. Rourke rubbed his temples. "She says the shower is a portal to the holy echo. I asked what that meant and she just closed her eyes and started humming." "Well, figure it out, Lieutenant. If this cultural exchange collapses, it's on your head." So Rourke returned to the guest quarters, this time with a translator AI, a full crew of hydro engineers on standby, and a copy of the Oplari Encyclopedia of Cultural Rituals on his datapad. Zareen was, of course, in the shower. He stood outside the chamber door, speaking through the audio feed. "Your Highness, I deeply respect your practices, but I must ask, is there a time limit to this cleansing ceremony?" There was silence. Then, "To rush the communion is to insult the ancestors." Rourke bit his tongue. "Right. And if the water runs out for the entire station?" "Then, let the others join me. We shall all be cleansed." He sighed. "Of course." Chapter 4. The Compromise. The breakthrough came unexpectedly from a technician named Mina Park. She was reviewing the sonic water recycling systems when she made an offhand comment. You know, on Oplari, they interpret natural phenomena spiritually. Maybe it's not the water. Maybe it's the sound. The vibration. Rourke's eyes lit up. Vibration. That night, he returned to the guest quarters armed with a portable soundscape generator and a custom frequency emitter. Zareen greeted him from inside the steam. You return with the desperation of a waterless bird. More like a fish out of water, he muttered. Princess, may I show you something? He set the emitter outside the shower and activated the soundscape, a layered orchestration of rainfall, harmonic chimes, and deep echoing reverberations tuned to match Oplari religious frequencies. Zareen froze. She turned slowly, eyes wide. The hum of the device filled the room like a holy chant. You have captured the spirit's song. He bowed. If I install these in your quarters, will that allow you to commune with the water spirits without overusing the ship's supply? She walked barefoot toward the sound emitter, her silks dripping, her expression awed. This is an offering most noble. Chapter 5. The understanding. The new system worked. Mostly. Zareen limited her physical showers to 20 minutes a day, but often spent hours in a meditative trance surrounded by the emitted soundscape. She began to attend meetings again, always slightly damp but punctual. During one diplomatic banquet, she leaned toward Rourke and whispered, "Do you humans not bathe to find enlightenment?" He chuckled. "Mostly just to not stink." She tilted her head. "Strange. We emerge from the water each day reborn. Our burdens washed away." He watched her, sincere, radiant, untouched by cynicism. "Maybe we should." As the days passed, Rourke found himself changed. He began visiting hydro chambers alone. Not to shower. Just to listen. The sound of falling water. The hum of recycled rainfall. It began to calm him in ways nothing else aboard the Ulysses ever had. He started to understand. Not believe, maybe, but understand. Chapter 6. The Crisis. But peace never lasted long. One night, the alarm screamed red across the Ulysses. A critical water filtration system had failed. The main recycling reservoir, housing 90% of the station's water, had been contaminated. They had 12 hours of water left. In the chaos, Commander Hale demanded all non-essential systems be shut down, including Zareen's soundscape emitters. "She can meditate on dry land for once." Hale barked. Rourke protested. "That will be a serious offense to her culture. Then unoffend her after we fix the water." But when the emitter was disabled, Zareen collapsed. Rourke found her crumpled on her chamber floor, whispering, eyes glazed. "The spirits have gone. I can't hear them. I am lost." He knelt beside her, heart pounding. "Zareen, princess, listen to me. It's temporary. We're going to fix it." Her hand clutched his. "You do not understand. Without the communion, I will not be whole." Rourke stood. "Then I'll bring it back. I promise." Chapter 7. The Sacrifice. The engineers couldn't fix the contamination in time. The ship needed an emergency water infusion from its backup supply. But that was stored on the outer hull, only accessible by manual override. Rourke volunteered. He suited up, stepped into the airlock, and launched into cold black space tethered only by a magnetic line. The container was locked in a rusted satellite pod, half-fused from old debris. He cut through it manually, freezing hands trembling inside his gloves.